my journey to get to the College of Charleston and through the MPA program and how I've been able to internalize the core competencies taught by this program. So I was born January 31st, 1989 in the San Francisco Bay Area, and from day one, I had a lot of hair. That is me after like a week, no joke. After that, I went through life, and then I ended up in Oregon State University getting my Bachelor's of Science in Chemical Engineering. I had the goal of getting into like sustainable engineering, process engineering, and things like that because I felt like this was really critical for the future. So my first internship I landed after college was with the E&J Gallo Winery. They are the largest winery in the world, and they were looking into making their waste into something more sustainable and like reducing their overall footprint. However, they only did this in response to what they thought were regulations that were going to be passed down, and once these regulations did not actualize, they cut the program and killed it. And after that I realized, oh, people don't do things unless you incentivize them to. After that, I thought I would be out in the world doing like this, but it was hard to get a job, so I did some traveling, got some odd jobs to pay bills, and was a just general 20-something. But then in May of 2013, I had a really freak accident. A piece of metal flew through my window and nearly impaled me. I came like 4 inches from death, and it kind of made me want to like reaffirm my commitment to sustainability and climate change action. And so I was just like, okay, we're gonna do this now. I'm gonna actually do and go into it. Unfortunately, the economy was shit at the time. And so I joined the Coast Guard because I was thinking, oh, they do response to oil spills, and they do emergency cleanup and action, and they also enforce environmental regulations. And I'd be all badass and stuff. Unfortunately, my time in the Coast Guard was not like that, and it was not a great experience. So the less said on that, the better. So we'll move on, and I'll tell you about like my journey to the College of Charleston. So I ended up here in the fall of 2019, and I'm a concurrent student. I'm getting both an MES and MPA degree. And I wanted to further my pursuit in both environmental science and policy, and the MPA core classes that really helps me with this and getting along in this field. So this has been possible only through the tireless efforts of our teachers doing this. And some of the core competencies, including leadership and leading public service roles, I feel like this has always been something that needs more diverse voices because it has been associated with like one voice and one kind of person. And as a public leader, I choose to lead with empathy. I want to encourage diverse perspectives and voices, and through open and thoughtful communication to encourage participation and interest in public policy. In my work moving forward within the climate change science field, being able to effectively communicate climate change science to policymakers and to different entities within government organizations is something I wish to do. And as a scientist, I know this field hasn't always been the most diverse in perspective. I want to interrogate the data and interpretations and make sure we're seeing all perspectives. And the issue of climate change will never be solved unless we seek justice for those suffering under the current system. I've been given the tools and vocabulary to properly articulate and how to make sure the effects of climate change are not disproportionately distributed, as well as the solutions. And the MPA program has shown me that through my changing perspectives and questioning my internalized biases, I can be a constructive part of today's policy situations, because the system we are entering into is fundamentally built upon fundamental inequality. And this program has given us the tools and vocabulary to like go forward and challenge the norms and encourage more diverse perspectives and voices. So I'd like to thank everybody for their time and listening to my presentation, and the professors and instructors for giving their time, putting their effort into me, and this program for everything it's going to be giving me going forward.